Hello, hey, sweet people. It is Foster. I just wanted to give you a quick update before the episode today. This year, in 2020, we are doing 12 different language challenges. So each month we will have a different challenge. For example, we have a challenge about improving your vocabulary, a challenge about making good first impressions in English, and a 30-day challenge about having better, more natural, more authentic conversations with native speakers. I personally am super excited about it, and I would love for you to participate. So if you like this show, if you like what we do, and you are serious about improving your English in 2020, then I really think you should participate in some of these challenges. So if you would like to learn more, just check out inglesnuecrupodcast.com. Let's get on with the show.
Welcome. Mais um episódio aqui do Inglês no Rádio. E, gente, vamos lá. Vamos relembrar aqui algumas coisinhas com vocês. Nós temos a primeira aula grátis com o nosso cupom inglesnuecrupodcast lá no Cambly. E isso vocês já sabem. Quem não fez até hoje, eu vou puxar a orelha. Eu vou dentro do quarto e puxar o pé à noite. Eu vou dar um susto em cada um de vocês que ainda não fez, hein? Além disso, tem aula experimental do Cambly Kids, que é de 30 minutos por apenas R$1. E muitos conteúdos gratuitos que o Cambly está fazendo esse mês. Então, quando eu falo que é conteúdo gratuito, são lives semanais, e-books, posts e muito mais para você aproveitar esse momento para se diferenciar falando inglês. Então, galera, temos aqui Inglês no Rádio, trazendo inglês todos os dias para vocês, para melhorar cada vez mais o listening, aprender pronúncia, repetir com a gente. Mas, com o Cambly, você tem a oportunidade de falar com o professor nativo da língua inglesa. Então, vá lá, não perca essa oportunidade. Vai nos links que eu deixo aqui nas show notes e aproveite, tá bom? Então é isso. Now, on with the show.
Hey, what's up, guys? Foster from Inglês no Cru. Welcome to another Ask Me Anything question. This is the part of Sound School where you ask questions, we give answers. Today we are coming to you live from a park. So you might hear some stuff going on in the background. Don't worry about that. Just worry about the English. So, Alexia, what questions do we have today?
We have one question specific for you.
Specifically for me?
Yes.
Cool. Give it to me.
So, Vinicius is asking, when you were younger, what did you think about Brazil and Brazilians? That's interesting.
Yeah, I remember this question. Okay, so how do you understand this question? Like when I was younger, how much younger are we talking about?
I think that high school younger.
Okay, great. High school, honestly, no opinions about Brazil whatsoever. I could definitely locate Brazil on a map. Definitely did not know the capital of Brazil. Definitely had never heard of anyone speaking Portuguese. Yeah. In high school, I was just playing golf all of the time. I did not care about languages or academics. That was a much different time for me. But honestly, in high school and throughout college, really, Brazil was not on my map or anyone that I knew. Yeah. Americans aren't very good geographically or caring about the world. And yeah.
Okay, so he has another question that I think that we can complement with this one.
Yeah, can I just add one thing to that?
Yeah.
So just to paint the picture that me, someone that really loves Brazil and all things related to Brazil nowadays, I think that is very illustrating that until I was like 22 or 3 years old, I had quite literally never thought about Brazil. That should give you a lot of context when you are talking to
An
Americans or other native English speakers. Most people have no idea who you are or where you're from. So that's a good thing to think about. you'll have to explain a lot of things, but that also means you'll be very interesting because there's a good probability you are the first Brazilian that they have ever met.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just like your grandma to me. You're
Yeah.
my first Brazilian. Okay, so the other one is, what goes on your mind, Foster, when you listen to someone speaking Portuguese? What about the Portuguese sounds? What does it look like for you?
Okay.
And he also asks, like, what is more beautiful for you, Brazilian Portuguese or European Portuguese?
Meu Deus. Okay, so let's take this one step at a time. So what goes through my mind when I hear Brazilian Portuguese, when I'm thinking about the sounds, how does that look in my mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a very, very interesting question. The first thing that I think my first impression of Brazilian Portuguese was it's very beautiful because I started with music, and acoustically, Brazilian Portuguese is a fascinating language because it has a lot of open sounds and open vowel sounds and nasal vowels that at the time I did not know what these things were, but they're fascinating to the English ear. So, yeah, I just heard a lot of interesting things, unfamiliar sounds, and I think Brazilian Portuguese really has a richness and exudes a happiness and just a life-affirming sound quality to it. That's true.
Yeah. It's interesting because when I am speaking English, I don't have this philosophical way of thinking as you do, because I think that I started to study English when I was extremely young, and I didn't have I fell in love with the language, I had to learn.
Yeah.
And then it's different because for you started to learn with music when you were almost an adult already.
Yeah, it was 24.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I kind of think of all languages nowadays like that. Like I'm kind of thinking about the sounds. But still, today, even though I've started really thinking about phonetics and linguistics in a more profound and philosophical way, Brazilian Portuguese remains one of the most interesting and beautiful languages in the world to me personally. And we are in Portugal right now. I love Portugal. But, of course, Brazilian Portuguese is much, much more beautiful.
Yes, it is.
And easier to understand.
Yes, it is. And also, Portuguese people, they do look at me and they say, oh my God, your Portuguese is so much better than yours. You guys are so much easier with the language itself.
Yeah.
So, I think this answers your questions.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Vini. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Ask Me Anything, and we always appreciate your questions, and we will see you in the next session.
Ok, bye! Muito obrigada por ter escutado mais um episódio aqui do nosso Inglês no Rádio. Vocês sabem que nós fazemos o possível e impossível para deixar o inglês mais pertinho de vocês, né? E é um prazer imenso que a gente possa estar acompanhando vocês no dia a dia, na rotina, e fazer parte da hora da cozinha, de faxina, tomar banho, dirigir, o que for. Então, eu queria aqui deixar bem claro que se você entrar lá no nosso site, inglesnuecrupodcast.com, você vai poder ver um pouco mais do que a gente oferece de produtos, além aqui do nosso podcast querido, que a gente chama de paixão. Então, vão lá, vão no nosso site, né? Aquela força pra gente. Procurem saber mais o que a gente está fazendo. E aquilo, né, galera? Cada mês nós temos um challenge novo. Então, eu acho que é a hora de aproveitar. Então é isso. Um beijo grande e a gente se vê no próximo episódio. Bye!